Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Daphne's plans for Carter going just as Steffi wants. Daphne is going full speed ahead with her plan to betray Carter and break Hope's heart. Daphne has Carter alone in Eric's office and lets no gravestone go unturned. She can see that Carter is an easy mark, just as Steffi had believed. Carter is a man who falls for women at the drop of a chapeau after all. His love for Hope came out of nowhere. He nearly married Zoe and her family, Paris B., when he slightly knew either one of them. Still, is it possible Carter's love for Hope is actually real, and he's suitable to repel Daphne and her oddly considerable charms? If he does betray Hope, is there more going on than meets the eye? Every time Daphne is indeed in the structure, everyone at Forrester seems to go into a reverie. Weird music begins playing in the background as everyone seems fascinated by this stupendous incense. Daphne can't really be that good, can she? Maybe there's commodity magical in Daphne's scent that causes people to act strange. It would clearly explain how Steffi is so sure she has everything under control. Is the incense with secret powers Steffi's secret armament? Does Steffi also realize that she's playing with fire? Effects didn't go well for her the last time she obtruded in Hope's love life. What makes her suppose this time's hindrance will go any better? Also again, this could be what Hope needs, however. This could be the perfect time to bring Thomas Forrester and Douglas Forrester back for good to upend Hope's life and lives at Forrester Creations. If Hope thinks that Carter betrayed her. Daphne to betray Carter. Poppy wouldn't be suitable to stop allowing about Luna getting lost in the captivity system. Steffi will continue feeling confident about her plan. While Steffi is staking on Hope fussing about her, Daphne is making her move on Carter. Steffi is induced that Daphne pulling Carter down from Hope will magically reverse the LLC scheme. Steffi knows that she's starting to get into Hope's head. Steffi also knows that Hope is starting to worry about her presence there rather of fastening on Carter. So Steffi will still smile as she hopes that Carter is beginning to fall under Carter's spell. Unknown to Hope, Carter is about to betray her with Daphne. Still, there's still a chance that Carter might pull down or someone could intrude. Poppy went to the captivity to confess to Luna. Poppy knows that she has no choice but to tell the verity now. Still, Poppy's intent to tell Luna the identity of her birth father boomeranged. That's because Poppy just learned that she can't see Luna, and she's nearly in the captivity system but not at that particular jail. It was enough clever of the warden not to say house arrest. So, it might take Poppy a while before she realizes that Luna is nearer than she realized. Poppy might indeed warn Lee to the news about Luna. Lee might not watch what happens to Luna, but she'll want to be sure she no way gets out of captivity. So, that could be a concern for Lee. It's easy to imagine Lee starting to probe a new riddle. Luna to continue gushing over Bill saving her from captivity. While Bill thinks he's giving Luna remedy, just who's playing who then? 1 nanosecond it seems like Luna has the upper hand, and other days we wonder if Bill is setting her up. Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most? Partake your studies in the comment section below. A big day for Carter as he wouldn't indeed know what hit him. Steffi didn't watch that Ridge advised her to just stick to business when it came to her plan with Daphne. She tells Daphne to do her thing anyway, so that's exactly what Daphne does. Daphne gets Carter alone in Eric's office and pours on the charm and coitus appeal. Carter feels effects are getting a little too close for comfort, but it's hard for him to repel a woman like Daphne, or any woman for that matter. Steffi is well apprehensive that Carter falls for women relatively fluently, so she feels he'll forget each about Hope. Formerly Daphne gets her claws into him. Ruining Hope's love life is now a career for Steffi despite the fact that it no way ends well for her. Steffi is playing with fire and so is Carter. Carter isn't sure what to make of Daphne's advances but he can't exactly tell her to leave. In his mind she's going to prove him right and take Forrester Creations to new perfumed heights. Poppy is adamant that Finn isn't Luna's father, but will Finn indeed believe her at this point? It took her so long to answer his question that there was no way she could be telling him the verity, or why did she indeed vacillate? She has every reason to continue lying. After all, Lee eventually forgives her and wants a neighborly relationship. Poppy isn't about to let that go by telling Finn he's a pater to an adult son. Finn can just perform a quick maternity test if he wants. He can fluently get a sample from Luna just as his mama did. Will Finn decide to just get answers for himself and not hear to a lying word his aunt says? Finn may have seen commodity he shouldn't have on the night Luna was conceived. Did Finn walk in on Poppy and her riddle nut, Luna's real birth father? With the disclosure that Jack is Aunt Luna's father, the hunt for her true maternity must continue in new directions. Although Finn remains an implicit seeker for the part of baby daddy, it's clear that Poppy's whoreson holds some pivotal information. Still, there's a significant chain in the proposition of Finn being the father. If Jack's DNA doesn't match, also Finn's wouldn't, moreover, as Jack is his pater. Since Jack has been ruled out, we find ourselves yet again in the dark about Luna's true father. Still, it seems Finn surely knows commodity, and may be keeping it secret. Lee has revealed the findings, along with her own bafflement, to Finn. While Lee seems ready to put the issue behind her, Finn is left with moping questions for his Aunt Poppy. Although there's a chance that Finn could have been Luna's father due to a hazy medicine-convinced hassle that he may or may not flash back, the fact Jack's DNA doesn't match eliminates that possibility. Still, it's conceivable that the time Finn spent with his aunt during his nonage might have led him to witness commodity she preferred to keep retired. Poppy Nozawa is nervous about Finnegan asking questions. Poppy feels uneasy about Finn's delving questions, which is curious because if she had nothing to conceal, his inquiries wouldn't bother her at each, right? This suggests she's apprehensive that he's onto commodity. But what could that commodity? Here's what we've erected together. Poppy had a wild history, entangled with multitudinous mates during her reckless days. With her struggles with medicines, she probably lost count of how numerous men she was involved with. She was also living with Lee, Jack, and Finn. Also, we know that Bill, Jack, and Tom are Aunt Luna's father, so who could it conceivably be? Still, it suggests he either possesses some information or is trying to erect together the events he can't recall, eager to uncover the missing details. If Finn is inquiring about effects, he's likely the sole existent who might have sapience into Poppy's romantic snares during the time Luna was conceived. Now that Poppy has managed to shake off Lee's patient questioning, she'll probably be lower than pleased with Finn's curiosity about Luna. This may be setting the stage for implicit disunion between the whoreson and aunt in the days ahead. But one crucial fact is missing. Assuming Luna was conceived in San Francisco, is that where the Finnegans lived as well? If it was, then's another possibility. Jack Finnegan is a lawyer, who differently lived in San Francisco also. Luna is said to have been born around 2004, and someone differently lived in San Francisco also, and he was a counsel. Could Storm have been Jack's law mate during that time and had a relaxation with Poppy that Finn walked in on? Suckers' heads are exploding over the possibility of Finn being Luna's birth father, but with Luna maneuvering towards Will hooking up with him would indeed be worse. Will is the late Storm's whoreson and Storm's heartbeats in his mama, Katie casket. Luna may not be suitable to connect with her birth father, but she'd gain aunts, relatives, and a half-family, although it appears Flo has moved down.